Okay, hello my violas. I'm going to cut off my amplifier here because I think that's what's called. I'm having some issues with my sound. So we're going to cut that off. I think maybe that might correct the sound issues. All right, this is your Christmas March video. When I finish this, I'll be doing the Rudolph videos. So this is your Christmas March video, and we'll just start at the very beginning. So here's your A, D, G, and C. Right? Okay, so we're going to start this off in the key of G major, which means that you have high twos on your D string and your G string. And then you have a low two on your A. And then when we get to measure 33, you will have a low two on your D because you'll lose your F sharp. Okay? So I'm going to do sort of a playthrough, but we'll stop and do some things. All right, the first, up from the beginning to A is an introduction. Okay, so I'm going to play that, and then we'll look at it and see what issues there are. So we're going to go from the beginning to letter A first because that's the introduction. All right, so we're going to start open G. Okay, so we have a few issues there. In measure 5 and 6, we have a low 2 on the D. All right. Then in measure 7, I would like for you to use 4 there, if you will, please. But you do not have to use 4 the measure before A. You can use your open string there. Okay, let's do measure 5 and 6. Okay, so you have plenty of time to prepare that finger because the first note you play in measure 5 is your first finger on the D. Half note, put 2 next to it. Let's do that again, measures 5 and 6. And let's not worry about the bowing right now. Let's just consider the fingers, okay? Let's start with first finger on the D. Ready? And half, low 2, D2. Now that 2 on the G string is a high 2, right? When we just played. Okay, let's do that measure again. This is measure 5. So you got 1, 2, D, high 2. 1, low 2, D, high 2. Okay, let's do that measure with the rhythm. Here we go. 1, 2, measure 5. Go. Half, note, low 2, high 2. Now let's do the next measure. 3, 1 on the D, low 2. Then you're going to play D, high 2 again. Okay? Let's try it with the bowing. Okay, not very fast. 1, 2, there's the beat, nice slow beat. 3, go. First finger, half, note, low 2, D, high 2, 3, 1, low 2, D, high 2. Right? So that's going to be your, those are the 2 measures. Now I call those, whenever you have a note in a measure that is not in the key signature, and that F natural is not in the key signature. In the key signature, we have F sharps. So that note has been altered. Whenever you have an altered note, it's called an accidental. So we have accidentals in measures 5 and measure 6. Those are what I call your money notes because they're different than the tonality that's going on. And whenever you have something happen differently within the tonality, it wakes up your listener's ear. Even though they may not realize it, it makes a lot of difference. Okay, so those notes are extremely important. Those are your money notes. Those are the notes that when you get to be a violist and playing a wedding or playing a show or playing something somewhere, a symphony concert, those are the notes that you get paid to play really well. All right, let's just look through the music and see if we have seen any other accidentals. Well, I see at letter B, 1, 2, the third measure after B, I see an accidental. I see another F natural. And in the next measure after that, I see an F natural. So you have 2 F naturals there. So you have some more accidentals. I don't think you have any more accidentals in this piece. It looks to me like you're home free after that. But what those 2 F naturals are doing after B in measures 1, 2, the third and fourth measure after B, you'll notice that after those 2 measures, there's a double bar with a key change. Those 2 accidentals are preparing the listener's ear to go into the key of C where there is no F sharp. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so let's do the introduction again and we'll keep going this time. All right, we'll go all the way to letter B. Here we go from the beginning. Start on the open D. 1, 2, ready, not fast, go. D. High 2 coming up. Half note, low 2, high 2, 1, and 3, 1, low 2. Just play open D in there. Back because that blew my mind. I missed that accidental. I played it, but I've missed it because I didn't warn you about it. The second measure after A, you have an accidental. Look at that third note in the second measure after A. You have an F sharp. That's an F sharp, believe it or not. And I think maybe that's not an accidental, is it? Because F sharp's in your key signature. What that is when I wrote this out, I gave you a cautionary accidental. That just means that I gave you a sharp there so you'd know that it was a high 3. So that's not an accidental. That's a cautionary. It's a cautionary accidental, so that you will know. There in that measure 2 after A, I would suggest the lazy way to play that. Okay. That measure, the second measure after A, you're going to play 1 on the G, 3, and then instead of moving 3, take your 4 and put it next to 3, but on the C string. Okay, you'll play the 3 on the G, and then just put your 4 over here. See that? So you get a square 3, 4. That's the lazy way to do it. Instead of going 3, 3. That's hard. Okay. 1, 3, put 4 there, and then open 1. That way you don't have to really stretch your third finger, and it's legal. It's illegal. 1, 3, 4, G1. Practice that without your bow for a minute. Ready? So you're going to play 1 on the G, 3 on the G, leave 3 there, put that 4 right next to 3, but on the C string. Okay, that's that note, that sharp, the F sharp. And then you can play open G1. Leave your third finger down on the G long enough to find your fourth finger. Then you can pick it up so you can play the G1. Do you see that? Okay, so let's just do that measure. 1, 3, 4, G1, and don't panic. There's no panic. Violas do not panic. Ever. Violins panic. We have to be the stabilizing force in the orchestra. So 1, 3, 4 on the G, on the C, G. Let's play this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes again. Ready? 1 on the G, 3 on the G, 4 on the C, open G, 1. Okay, and then just kind of practice going. Okay, you got this. Okay, so let's start right at A, which is second finger on the G. Ready? 1, 2, don't rush, 3, go. Half note. we go. You can use open there. Here's another high 3, reach. Okay, let's talk about that. The last measure of the third line. You might want to take a pencil and put a sharp next to that third finger on the C or over it, just so you know that's a high 3. That's another one of your high 3s. You have another high 3. I'm just looking to see if there's any more. You have another high 3, 17, 18, 19. That's your 23rd note. Your 3s on your C string are high. Then you have another high 3, 24, 25, 27, second note. Okay. Then after B, you have a high 3, second measure after B, last note. That's it. No more high 3s. So you got a bunch of them. And I think the reason I gave you the first one was just to remind you that that was a high 3. So let's look at those high 3 measures. 17, 18, 19, measure 20. 1, you're going to play 1, G, high 3, 2. Now, to find that high 3, it might be easier to play 1, 4, 3, because 4 and 3, right? It's a high 3, which means it's next to 4. So if you play 1, 4, 3, 2, that might be a better fingering there. I know you don't like using 4s, especially going down to the string, but I think it would help you find your third finger. It's playing 1, 4, 3, 2. I think that's easier than going 1, open, reach, 2, because I think it's going to be hard going the 3 to the 2. I think it's going to be hard when you play open. It's going to be harder. So we'll play 1, 4, 3, 2. Okay, try that. Let's look at the next measure where you have a high 3. It's going to be, well, let's back up. Measure 16. The measure before, measure 15 is 1, 1, reach, 3. Measure 15 and 16. 1, 1. Now, if you want to do a lazy 4 and play that spot with your fourth finger, because the next note is going to be a normal 3. And just listen to it, okay? Listen to it. You have to hit those spots with your fingers. So it's going to be 1. That is tricky, okay? And if you get it, you're going to be superstars in my book. Absolute superstars. You're superstars anyway, but you'll be super duper stars. 1, high 3, the normal 3. Okay? That's a tricky spot right there, so look at it. Then the next spot is before B. You have the high 3 again. That's a really important one to get in tune. Second measure before B, second note. That's a very important one to get in tune because it's a long note and people are going to hear it. And then after B, that one's not so bad. We'll probably miss it, but try not to. Okay, so let's go all the way from A to B. Okay, A, 1, 2, second finger high, go. Okay, at letter B, for 2 measures, you have the melody at letter B. Just want you to know. And then you have the melody at measure 33. Okay, let's do the measure 33. Here we go. Hark the herald. Here we go. And. Let's go back to that. So you have the melody until 41. So let's start at 41. 3, 2, 1, 1. That's going to be a low 2, remember, because you lost your high 2 at measure 33. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 1. Ready, go. So ready for the 8 notes. Rest. Okay, the last 2 measures are bum, 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 bum. Down, up, up. All right? And Misty needs to go rest a little bit because I just finished the physical therapy and I'm hurting all over. I wanted to get this done. So now all I have to do is Rudolph for everybody. So when I get back in here, your Rudolph will be before everybody else. Because I think I did, the last one I did was Happy Hanukkah. So I did viola, second violin, then the Christmas march went violin, first, second, then viola, and now I'm only going Rudolph, viola, second, first. So I'm going back and forth. So anyway, so practice for me. I'm just starting. I was given the go-ahead to try walking with a cane today. So hopefully the doctor will give me his okay. I don't see the doctor again until the 6th of November. But hopefully I'll get the okay to drive. It's just a little awkward driving right now because it's my right leg that had work done. So I've got to be very careful with that hip. Sitting in a car. So I'll be practicing. Anyway, love you guys. Please practice for me, and I will see you soon. I will be seeing you, anyway at some point on Zoom or in person, I guess, if you come to Aden in the next few weeks. Anyway, all right. Bye.